In a world where celebrity weddings are practically public events, where the photos drop before the vows are even finished, one woman did the impossible. Selena Gomez quietly said, "I do." No magazine exclusives. No leaks, no paparazzi swarm. Just love, intention, and 3 breathtaking dresses that no one saw coming. Yes, 3. When Selena finally opened up about her wedding on the Jennifer Hudson show, she didn't just share a few pretty photos. She gave fans a glimpse into a story of reinvention, protection, and power, because this wasn't just a wedding. It was Selena Gomez closing one chapter of her life and beginning another on her own terms. Today, we're taking you inside the fairy tale she built in secret, the 3 Ralph Lauren gowns, the hidden meaning behind her wedding scent, and the way she turned a beauty brand into a personal symbol of healing. And somewhere along the way, we'll uncover how the girl once defined by heartbreak became the woman who writes her own happy ending. It all started with the surprise. When Selena walked onto the Jennifer Hudson show, she looked radiant, that newlywed glow, but with her usual calm energy. Jennifer welcomed her with a spirit tunnel, an explosion of flowers, cheers, and color. Selena laughed, saying she hadn't expected it. Her husband? He knew the plan all along and didn't warn her. That playful moment told the world everything. This marriage wasn't built on spectacle, but on intimacy and shared jokes. Then came Jennifer's question that every fan wanted answered. "You had 3 wedding dresses. How did you choose them?" Selena's face softened. She smiled in that shy, knowing way. That's when the story began to unfold. Selena revealed that all 3 gowns were designed by Ralph Lauren, but each one captured a different side of her. The first dress, classic white, architectural, almost regal, was the moment she stepped into forever. Insiders described it as understated elegance, clean lines, subtle lace, and a train that glided like calm water. It symbolized peace, a word Selena has chased her entire career. The second gown was pure glamour. This was the look, embroidered by hand, glistening under soft light. This was the image meant for her own curated wedding photos. Because Selena was determined, no one would publish her wedding but her. She wanted the world to see love through her lens, not the tabloids. And then came the third dress, her favorite, romantic, soft, flowing like a dream. The one she said made her feel like she'd stepped straight into her own movie. Fans who caught glimpses online said it felt like a nod to her roots, a blend of Texas charm and old Hollywood romance. But beyond the couture, there was symbolism. 3 dresses, 3 eras. First, the girl who had to learn what love wasn't. Second, the woman who decided what love should be. And finally, the bride who found peace in the love she chose. In Hollywood, image is everything, but for Selena, this wedding wasn't a performance. It was a quiet statement. I decide what the world gets to see now. Then she revealed something even more intimate. Selena wore a fragrance that no one else on earth had ever worn, because she created it herself. Her rare beauty perfume had just launched, but she'd been testing it privately for months. She wore it when she got engaged, and again on her wedding day. To her, scent is memory. Every note, floral, warm, a little nostalgic, was chosen to represent a feeling: confidence, calm, renewal. And it wasn't just clever branding. It was her way of saying, "This is my signature, my story, bottled." She told Jennifer, "I just went for it and hoped people would enjoy it for what it meant to me." Translation? This was more than perfume. It was emotional armor. Because for years, Selena had been defined by other people's stories, relationships dissected, heartbreaks analyzed. But that day, everything from her dress to her scent was written by her own hand. When Selena talked about her brand, Rare Beauty, her energy shifted from excitement to gratitude. She admitted she once felt lost in the beauty world, confused by products, overwhelmed by perfection. So she built a line that felt human, accessible, honest. In just 5 years, Rare Beauty became a cultural phenomenon. But here's the part most people miss. From the start, 1% of every sale was set aside for the Rare Impact Fund, her mental health initiative that aims to raise $100 million worldwide. Because while the wedding symbolized love, Rare Beauty symbolized healing. Selena told Jennifer she wanted to create a community where people felt seen, and to use her platform for more than aesthetics. When you think about it, her entire wedding, 3 dresses, 1 fragrance, total privacy, was an extension of that same philosophy. She's not selling perfection. She's celebrating peace. For Selena Gomez, privacy isn't a trend, it's survival. After years of seeing her relationships dissected, her health struggles sensationalized, and her every move turned into a headline, Selena made a quiet promise to herself: no one gets to take this one thing from me. Her wedding wasn't just about love, it was about peace. Imagine being one of the most recognized women in the world, but wanting a moment that belonged only to you. That's exactly what she built. A bubble of serenity, away from the noise where every detail was chosen not for Instagram, but for intimacy. Sources close to her said the guest list was shockingly small, almost family only, and that Selena wanted to hear laughter, not camera clicks. There were no leaks, no exclusive photos sold to magazines. Even the vendors reportedly signed strict agreements to keep the day sacred. Because for Selena, this wasn't just about protecting her marriage. It was about protecting her mind. She's spoken openly about her battles with anxiety and mental health, and how easily outside chaos can become internal chaos. So, when she built Rare Beauty, she made mental wellness part of its DNA. And when she built her wedding day, she made peace its theme. No pressure. No performance. Just love in its quietest and most powerful form. Think about it. The girl who once lived under a microscope is now designing a life on her own terms. She doesn't need the approval of Hollywood or the noise of social media validation. She's learned that real strength is saying no to the world's expectations. Her fans call it growth. Her critics call it mystery. But Selena? She just calls it peace. Because when you've spent years healing from heartbreak, illness, and public judgment, the most radical thing you can do is choose calm over chaos. And that's what makes her wedding so powerful. Not the dresses, not the designer, not even the celebrity guest list, but the silence. That stunning, deliberate silence that said, "This moment is mine." In an industry built on exposure, Selena Gomez has mastered the art of withholding, not out of fear, but out of self-respect. Her privacy is her final luxury, and she's learned to wear it like couture. And maybe that's the ultimate lesson her wedding gave us. That protecting your peace is the most glamorous thing you can ever do. Before the interview ended, Selena switched gears to talk about her only murders in the building family, Steve Martin and Martin Short. She joked that she's morphed into both of them after 5 seasons. Steve's quiet wisdom, Marty's unstoppable energy. She even told a story about throwing a small get-together and falling asleep, only to wake up and find Martin Short still in her house. It was the perfect ending. The girl who once seemed fragile, now surrounded by humor, stability, and love, on and off screen. Selena Gomez's secret wedding wasn't about hiding. It was about reclaiming her story. 3 dresses, 1 scent. A lifetime of lessons stitched into silk and lace. While Hollywood chases headlines, Selena's quietly writing her own love story. No press releases, no staged photos, just peace. Maybe that's the real Rare Beauty, a woman who doesn't need the world's approval to feel complete. So what do you think each dress represented? Was it a message to her fans, her past, or just a celebration of herself? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the glamorous side of truth.